up like I'll just upload it. All right. So good evening. I am Nina Moore, if you don't know. And if this is your first time here on a training with me, we're about to have some fun. I believe that learning is fun. And tonight, I want you to write this down. A, P, and C. A, P, and C. Tonight, we're going to consistently say the words action equals practice equals confidence. Most people are not having the success that they want or say they want. Let me make sure I'm saying it like that. Most people are not having the level of success that they say that they want because they refuse to take action. When we take action, then it equals practice, because action doesn't make perfect. And we're going to talk more about that throughout the evening. Action doesn't make perfect. But action equals practice, and once you practice, you get confident. It is practice that makes LeBron James confident, right? And I remember I'm reading Relentless again. I probably just cussed because there's some people that don't like that book, right, Marguerite? Right? And I'm reading Relentless again because of where I'm at in this stage of my career and of my life. I'm reading Relentless again. This is my now third time reading Relentless. And as I'm reading Relentless again, I'm thinking about Michael Jordan and how Michael Jordan, Tim Grover was his hired coach. Michael Jordan would not allow himself to be coached by the team's coaches. Y'all do know that, right? Michael Jordan wouldn't allow himself, Alicia, to even be sought and taught, like cared for by the team's therapists and stuff like that. He had his own set of doctors and trainers that he used, and Michael Jordan went above and beyond. And after Tim Grover became his coach, he didn't even want Tim Grover coaching anyone else. LeBron James, Kobe Bryant practices with the team, but it was not the practice with the team that made Kobe great. It was the fact that while everybody else was out partying, guess where Kobe was? Guess where Kobe was? While everybody else was out there partying, while everybody else was at the baby showers, while everybody else was at the gender reveals, while everybody else was in Tulum. Everybody want to go to Tulum now, right? While everybody else was in Jamaica, in Bahamas, Kobe was in the gym. When his teammates, when he finally decided to, and welcome to the training, y'all. I probably forgot that step, right? I'm in the midst of it now. I'm telling y'all I'm excited, right? When Kobe finally decided that he wanted to play with the Olympics basketball team, shout out to USA, Team USA, they won today and got the gold, right? So when Kobe decided, listen to what I'm saying, for many years, the U.S. team didn't win. And Kobe said, I decided I'm going to play with y'all this year because I figured y'all really need to win. I could end the training right there, for real. Kobe said, I decided I'm going to play with y'all. I decided I'm going to play with y'all because I figured y'all might want to win. So while the rest of everybody else went to the regular team practices, and they would go out to clubbing or partying or whatever. When they were coming in at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, Kobe, they would see him in the lobby or on the elevator because Kobe was up going to the gym. Everybody was looking at him crazy. No, Kobe was going to perfect his craft. Some of y'all gonna catch that, because I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of what we learn is not what's taught, it's what's caught. So when you're looking at Nina's page, and I will tell y'all this, Paul said to me, I don't know what you told the team to do. I don't know what y'all told him. He said, all I know is it's working. He said, because every time I go on Facebook, all I see is y'all presentations. Literally. Let me tell you something. Today, a young lady became my customer that I reached out to about 10 months ago. And she kept telling me, I'm a purchase. I'm a purchase. I'm a purchase. She said, you know what? Not only did she sign up, She brought somebody else with her to sign up too. Said, we're going to take our chat. We're going to do this challenge with you with these products. We're going to go ahead and try it for at least 4 weeks. 10 months. What would make her 10 months later decide, I'm going to go ahead and get that product? The product didn't change. The product didn't change, y'all. Because this is what she ordered. 4 of these, and then she brought somebody else on with her to buy 4 of these. What would make her, after 1 year, almost a year, about 12 months, what would make her, 10 months rather, I'm sorry, buy this now, Misha, and then bring somebody else? Consistency. Because I just keep showing up. But let me tell you what I do better than showing up. I add value. And I'm going to tell you to write that down. It is the persons that add the most value that will earn the most money. See, y'all think because you just keep getting on lives and selling and selling and selling, and every single gosh dang time you get on a live, you're trying to sell something. So now don't nobody want to watch your lives because they just every single time it's you going to sell something. But the persons or the people or the person that adds the most value will make the most money. So what are you giving away for free? Value. What are you giving away for free? What do you know well? What do you do better than anybody else you know? What do you do better? Maybe you have a professional cleaning company, Alicia Richardson. Outside of this, you have a whole business. Why are you not giving cleaning tips? How do you add that? How many of y'all don't watch the lady clean out the tub with the scrubbing brush and pour the stuff? Come on, somebody. I bought the brush because I watched them on TikTok and Instagram with the scrubbing brush, and I was like, oh, then I don't have to. I ain't even used the brush yet. The brush is sitting up in the bathroom to the point where I've had the brush for about 8 months, maybe longer. And Paige asked me the other day, what's this? It's just been sitting there in the corner. I haven't used it yet because we actually have a housekeeper, right? But she kind of like on her joint right now. She was supposed to be here this week. She ain't come. So I'm at the call her. But here's the thing. How many people watch people cleaning out the refrigerator? There is something that's intoxicating about the sound. We done got caught up. We watch it and we'll watch it over and over and over again. And then she say, text refrigerator to this number. I mean, text or drop the comment refrigerator, and we comment refrigerator, travel, links. We comment on every one of them as if the products are going to change. So why would you not add value? Oh, because you think that what you've got to say don't mean nothing because somebody else is already telling people how to clean? What? Okay. Action equals practice equals confidence. How are we going to increase our sales? Confidence. Confidence does not mean that you know every ingredient in the tea. Although, after some time, come on, y'all. You mean to tell me we can't say drink the shrink has 9 powerful herbs? Persimmon leaves, malva leaves, marshmallow leaves, blessed thistle, holy thistle, chamomile, papaya, ginger, and myrrh. Like at some point down the line, when you say it enough, it's kind of like when we were growing up in church, we learned the books of the Bible song. And we learned it. We sang it over and over and over again. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth. Hey, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd King, 1st and 2nd Chronicles. That's all the 1st and 2nd, right? That's what we did. We did it. So how do we expect? We want to earn $1 million here. We want to earn 6 figures here, but we don't think it's important to take time to learn our craft. Did your pastor let you get up and preach after you told him you decided you wanted to be a minister and you just got up and preached? No. You had to study to show thyself approved. That's in the book too. It's in the good book. But why do we come here and we want everybody else to tell us everything? We won't go look for no information. We won't go nothing. And I don't know what companies you in. You might have snuck on here or somebody snuck you a link. But whatever the case may be, I don't care if you're selling toilet paper. Be knowledgeable about that toilet paper. Toilet paper during COVID, you was making a whole lot of money. But anyway, all right. So action equals practice confidence. Let's talk about it. Social media is the greatest income growth tool ever invented. You probably should write that down because I'm going to tell you that this is a fact. Social media is the greatest income growth tool ever invented. Would you like to know why? Would you like to know why? Let me see. I'm just going to see if anybody wants to know why. I see Tedra said yes. I saw Tennille said yes. Rosalind said yes. Minister Moore said yes. It's free. Hello? It's free. Do you not understand the words that's coming out of my mouth? It's free. Why are we abusing this tool, the greatest income? Maybe y'all didn't hear what I said. Social media is the greatest income growth tool ever invented because it's free. 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 I remember before social media, before Facebook, when I was talking about my salon business, and I had talked to someone about running ads because at that time, there was no social media to run an ad on. And at that time, just to get the ad run was thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. Before 2014. Thousands of dollars. If you go and check right now how much it costs to put an ad up on a billboard, it ain't free. But you have this thing called social media. You've got LinkedIn and Snapchat and TikTok and X that used to be Twitter and Instagram and Pinterest and Facebook and the Nextdoor app and WhatsApp. Did you know that you can actually market through WhatsApp through your captions? And Telegram. Yeah. Did y'all know that? You market through your statuses. Yes, in WhatsApp. And you got all these tools at your disposal and it's free. Anyone can use it. But 99% of people, will only use it for memes, politics, food, recipes, travel, fun facts, and being plain old newsy. Snooping. Scrolling. While 1% of the people on social media will use it to massively grow their income and their networks. Here's where somebody done got it, they not understanding. Social media is a networking tool. No different than if you went to a networking event. The problem is you refuse to network with people on social media. So all you do is you only network with the people that you know. You only go and like the people's posts that you know. What good is it if all you see is me, Tedra, Sean, Rosalind, Whitney, Natasha? Now, granted, are we grateful that you're supporting our posts? Yes. But what good is it that is all you see? That means that all them people that will buy your products, there's no interaction between you and them. And then we'll tell you, hey, stop right now and go to your last 5 posts, go find somebody, and we're going to do that before this call is over, because you're going to go and interact with people that ain't got nothing to do with your tea. Nothing. Because that's the problem. This whole big old great world is like this whole big great world, and you go to a networking event, and you only stay with the one person you know. That's what you're doing right now. 1%. Which one are you? Which one are you? Are you the 99% or are you the 1%? Or which one are you going to be? You got to ask yourself. Don't answer. Don't answer. Don't answer. All right. So let me give you right now posts that will build a brand instead of trying to get you a whole lot of just followers. All right. We're going to talk about what kind of post will build a brand. So here's what you need to understand. I know y'all love our post. I know you do. I know you love our post. But what you got to understand is the same thing I post ain't going to work for you. And everybody, as soon as I post something, it's like 5,000 people take the post, and many of you are still copying it word for word. When I am trying to tell you that I post according to what my brand says, the tone of my voice. So when you just copy word for word, because Nina's praying, now you praying. Because I'm working out, now you working out. Like, it doesn't make sense, because if that's not your personality, now you're looking like somebody who's copying. You should be copying, but you should be copying in your own voice, your brand. So let me teach you posts that will help to build your brand instead of just getting followers. Because honestly, having a bunch of followers don't mean anything if they don't like you, if they don't want to shop with you, right? So what kind of post will paint a picture of who you are and will get people to not just follow you, but to follow you, and then we can learn to convert them into customers or business partners. Number one, humor. Humor always works. Humor always works, especially when you can be funny about something that happened to you. Like, laugh at you. I laugh at me all the time. I did something today and it was so dumb funny. And I, for the life of me, couldn't remember what it was, because I was going to go and tell everybody on social media what I did. But I forgot, right? And me and Paul was just cracking up, and then I was like, dang, I forgot. So, humor. Number two, social proof. Social proof always gets people attention. Number three, bold opinions. What is a bold opinion? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, unless you desire to lose a bunch of followers, don't tell nobody, even though you should be able to talk about your political affiliation or who you agree with and who you whatever. But in this day and age, people will hate you for whatever reason, whether if you Trump versus Kamala. All right. So I am here to tell you, when I say a bold opinion, it could be something as little as this, but this is bold. Now, y'all know grits don't go, now y'all know sugar don't go in grits. And you're nasty if you putting sugar in your grits. That's a bold opinion. Now, y'all know, y'all Android people need to go back on the boat with Noah, right? Like, that's a bold opinion. Like, when I say something like that, it's a bold opinion. It's just an opinion, all right? That's your opinion, but it's bold. It's bold enough to get, to get somebody to be like, what? Right? Now, y'all already know, all of y'all that don't use Hellmann's, if you use Miracle Whip, your mama dropped you on your head when you was a baby. That's a bold opinion. Everybody understand what I'm saying? You kind of want to stay away from, unless you can handle it. Just know, and here's the deal. When it comes to political stuff or whatever, you can always put it up for a little bit to get so just know that the daggers are coming for you. Now, I might try it a little bit later tonight. I'm thinking about doing it. And I'm thinking about doing it because I actually need I need some space on my friends list. And I already know if I say one person over the other, I'll get a bunch of people to delete me as a friend. So you got to know that those things are going to happen. All right. So 1 is humor, 2 is social proof, 3 is bold opinions, 4 is proof of results. What proof of results do you have? Not just your own. Because your own results are always good. We're always supposed to tell our story. We're supposed to tell our story more than once a week. I told y'all that. Tell it often. But what other stories can you sell? What stories do you have? Are people working with you and having success in any way? People need to see that. Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Right? Unique insights. Now, what's a unique insight? A unique insight might be something that you know that most people really don't know. Like, for instance, here's a unique insight. I was today years old when I realized that the ST, the ND were the last 2 letters of those words, like first, second, the RD, third. Well, y'all, I really just realized that like a couple days ago. I was like, oh, the S. So when you write 1 ST and that's first, and when you write 2 ND and that's second, and when you write 3 RD and it's third, some of y'all like, you today years old too. It's the last 2 letters of the word, right? That's a unique insight. Y'all got me? Unique insights. Look, I'm telling y'all, I know y'all today years old, right? When you just realize that, okay? So that's a unique kind of insight. A unique insight is something that you know something about that the average person doesn't know about, okay? Unique insights. That makes sense? Criticizing ideas. Believe it or not, criticizing ideas would be something like, y'all Android people belong on Mars. That is a criticizing idea. I'm just giving you example. I'm not saying that that's the way I feel, even though sometimes that is the way that I feel, because I can't do stuff with y'all Android people, right? But that's what I mean. You don't want to be nasty, but a criticizing idea. Selling your big idea. That's another thing that's going to get people to look at you as a brand with brand awareness when you're selling your big idea. All right. Personal experiences. What personal experience do you have? Like, I own a professional cleaning company. Here's 3 tips that will help to keep your washing machine smelling good, smelling fresh. Here are 3 tips that will keep your glass squeaky clean. Here are 3. So now, I'm just using her because she's right here, right? Alicia now adds this value to the world. And now people naturally start watching her because she's adding value about what she already knows about. Or how about this? I own a cleaning company and I want to give you 3 tips if you're looking to secure corporate properties. Here are 3 tips that will help you secure blah, 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 blah. Here are 3 things. Here are 3. Tedra and Trey are moving. I told her the other day, everything I post right now would be about moving. Here are 3 ways to declutter before a move. Here are 5 ways to pack your glasses so they don't get broke. Here are you understand what I'm saying? When you here are 3 things to consider when moving long distance. Here are those are the things that add value. And guess what? She has this one moment in time to add the value. She ain't moving again next month. So what I'm saying is you only have a window of when you can even add the value. Does everybody understand? Here's how you pack blah, 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 blah. Here are 3 tips too. Here are 3 tips that will help you have less bloating. Number 1, when you wake up in drink water, keep a water bottle or whatever by your bedside. Drink water when you wake up. Number 2, whatever. Number 3, drink 2 cups of this detox tea every single day. You see how I slipped that in there? I'm not selling. That is not selling. I'm giving you 3 tips to sleep better. Let me give you 3 tips on how to sleep better. Number 1, have a notepad beside your bed and dump your thoughts. Dump your to-do list for tomorrow. You know why? When you don't dump your to-do list on a piece of paper, y'all know what happens? While we're sleeping, it's like, I gotta go to the store. I gotta get the eggs. Don't forget the eggs, Nina. Don't forget the eggs. Tedra, don't forget the paper. Don't forget the paper towels. You know you got to get the paper towels. Don't you forget to get your trash bags, because if you don't forget the trash bags, because then Monday the trash goes out, and I can't forget the trash bags, and you're not sleeping. So how do you dump? Let me give you 5 ways to have a good night's sleep. Number 1, keep a notebook beside your bed. I'm giving y'all $1 million ideas. I hope people are writing it down, right? No, because I'm getting ready to show you how to add value and introduce the purple and the white capsule. That's what I'm trying to do. So I hope you're not taking this lightly. Because again, action, practice, confidence. Don't even, there's a waste of time to be on here if you're not going to do it when you get off of here. Because that would be my reel for tonight. That would be my reel. I'm trying to show you how to make millions. So number 1, have a notebook beside your bed and dump your thoughts. Dump your to-do list on the paper. Number 2, brush your teeth. Brushing your teeth will reduce your cravings at night. So here's what I would do first. Like, let's just say if you were looking to burn, like, because I'm gonna tell you, if I was talking about like burning muscle or no, let me say this. If I was looking 3 ways to eliminate cravings before bedtime, I'm gonna go back to the other one. Here are 3 ways to eliminate cravings before bedtime. Number 1, eat this weight magic candy. Number 2, drink a tall glass of water. Number 3, brush your teeth. Because brushing your teeth, 1, we got to brush our teeth because we done told them to eat the weight magic candy. I'm trying to, hello? Okay, so I done told them eat the weight magic candy, then drink a glass of water, which they need to do anyway, and then brush your teeth, because brushing your teeth will help to eliminate those cravings. Bing! It's a reel. Just as simple as that. Because you gotta stop just selling. No. You have got to get to a place where you're adding value, but giving the information people need. Does this make any sense? Now let me go back. So here's the ways that you can have a better good night's rest. I said, number 1, dump, right? Number 2, say your prayers. Be grateful so that you go to bed with a grateful heart. Number 3, brush your teeth. Wash your face. Wash your face. Washing your face. I'm just kind of throwing some stuff out there, right? Washing your face causes you to feel like you've washed the stress of the day away. Put down your phone 30 minutes before bedtime, because the electronics keeps your brain going. And number 5, let me just show y'all what, because I want to make sure you see what I would be doing. And number 5, take this purple and white capsule, and you're sure to have a good night's rest. Do you see how I'm not? People are going to, so I wouldn't do 5 things. I would do more like 3 things, making this the last one. You don't want to do that many, because you want them to wonder, what is the purple and the white capsule? Because you're not going to tell them what it is. You need them to ask you what it is. And in your caption, you're going to write in the caption, here are 3 ways to have a good night's rest. And you say, because when you get a good night's rest, go look at the benefits of getting a good night's rest, so that it's in your caption. Then you put your number 1, number 2, number 3. For more info, for more information, make sure you follow me. Do you know why people are not following you? Because you're not telling them to. You're not telling them to follow you. You notice every time I say a prayer, I say, now follow me, so that we can continue to pray together. And now people are following me, Rosin, because I'm telling them to follow me. You gotta tell people what to do. Okay? So, personal experiences, selling your big idea, personal experiences, and then personal transformations. Personal transformations. All of those things will help you build your brand and not just followers. Criticizing ideas, selling your big idea, personal experiences, personal transformations. All right, we got 30 minutes left. If you are, I'm going to our next section. If you are afraid of posting content online, do it. I want you to listen to what I'm saying. This is only for the people who really on this masterclass. All others, you're going to be a poser tonight, right? We're not leaving here being a poser, meaning like I'm posing to be. No. All right. If you are afraid to post online, here's the way that you can kill the fear, destroy the fear. You post for 100 days straight. Yep. 100 days straight. Meaning you do not miss a day. Because if you miss a day, you will have to start all over again. It means that if you have to set your alarm on your phone to tell you, and guess what you can do? You can go to Pinterest and look up posting ideas for the month, and it'll tell you what to post every single day. When I don't know what to post, I go to Pinterest and I'll look up the posting calendars, and then I'll kind of get some inspiration, right? So you got to know, I look at different, I know what kind of content to look at so that I can get inspiration as well for me to get it quickly. And I already showed you how to go to TikTok and find the content that TikTok is saying you should be posting. And when I did that, which I showed y'all that I did it, I tried it first. Y'all saw what started happening to my own social media. And then I came and taught what I was doing. I am not a gatekeeper. But guess what? How many of y'all really doing it? I know. I can tell y'all how many. None. Zero. You might have gone to see what it said and did it one time, but you're not doing it. Zero. Zero. I said, go to TikTok, go to Creator Search Insights. It's going to tell you what to post. It's telling you what people want to see, and you still now decide you're going to do your own thing. Now I'm going to do what I like. Well, don't nobody care what you like. No, I'm going to tell y'all, praying was the last thing that I wanted to do on social media. Not that I don't like praying. That is not what I'm saying. I actually told Alicia to pray, and she didn't do what I told her to do. I was like, you a prayer warrior, you pray. And she didn't do it. I'm telling y'all what to do. And it's like, oh, okay. Don't nobody want to make no money. Because I would rather dance. But social media didn't say that they wanted me to dance. So I stopped dancing. Because that's what I wanted to do. Because that's what I like. They don't care what we like. I went to the Creator Search Insights to see what it suggested. And guess what I do? Ever so often I go back to check. And guess what, y'all? It still want me to pray. I mean, all kind of prayers. It said, pray now, pray this psalm, and pray this thing, and pray. And literally, it's telling me what they want to hear. And guess what? When I do post my workout reels do pretty good. But anything about products or anything like that, y'all, I get good traction, but I don't get great traction because that is not what social media wants to see. They want to see and they will only push content that the world wants to see. So if you keep posting stuff that you like versus what the world wants to see, you will still get no traction. I had to keep learning that the hard way. I like to dance, but social media didn't want me to dance. That's not what they said. And when I started doing what social media wanted to see, boom, explosion to the point where I'm growing, and Whitney Wheeler is on here. She'll tell you I'm growing on, especially Instagram right now, like 10,000 followers every 2 to 3 weeks. That's not normal. That's not normal. And if I could figure out how to get my Facebooks unattached because it's going to one of my like fan pages versus my main page. My followers on Facebook will be going up too, but they're splitting. They're splitting some of the, I got to figure it out, right? I'm just trying to tell you, do what the algorithms are saying they want you to do, not what you like. Now, I done said that 1,000 times too, but I already watch and see who pretty much hears what I say and does the total opposite. Because I am telling you, you're wasting your time if you're not doing what the algorithm wants to see. You're wasting your time. So now all this energy that you're putting into all these videos that the world doesn't even want to see. Imagine if you put some energy into something that the world actually wants to see. What might just happen, because the whole point of being on social media, first of all, welcome to the world of social media. You all are content creators, whether you like it or not. I wish I could have found the post on one of my wealth channels on Instagram. Clearly states, first of all, you do know that network marketing is actually a course in college now. At Yale, Harvard, one of them. Y'all do know that, right? Network marketing is now a real bona fide course in college. You can go Google it if you don't believe me. At Yale. Number 2, that's right, at Yale. It's a whole bona fide. Number 2, on the wealth channel, one of the wealth channels that Paul watches on Instagram, said content creation is going to be one of the highest paid 9 to 5. Content creation. And here's the problem. Some of you think you're too old. Well, I just don't know how to do it. Well, learn. Because guess what? Here's what I love about social media. The world says, here's what the world says. The world says that at 65, you're supposed to retire and be done and roll over and have very little life left. That's what the world says. But do y'all see that there are 65, 70, 75, 80, and 90-year-old people getting very, very famous and popular and wealthy from social media? Because guess what they did? They figured it out. And the reason why you can't figure it out is because you keep telling yourself you can't figure it out. The moment that you tell yourself you can't figure it out, you put a blockage on your brain. And you can't figure it out because you don't want to figure it out because you've told yourself that you can't figure it out. You figure out how to do one thing at a time, not all the things at a time, but you figure out how to do one thing at a time. Then once you figure out that one thing, then you move to the next thing. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. I didn't learn how to do all the things that I'm doing now right away. It took time. You're seeing the fruits of all of my labor from 2014 and on. You think it was an overnight thing, and I'm telling you that it started in 2014. And you're trying to get as good as Nina is, and you're trying to do it right now in 3 weeks, and it took me 10 years. Now, here's what's even greater for you. It's not going to take you 10 years because I didn't have a Nina Moore telling me what to do. I didn't have a Nina Moore telling me, hey, I know that you like to dance, but that ain't what Facebook wants to see. That's not what Instagram wants to see. But Instagram will tell you, if you go to TikTok, you'll find out what social media wants to see from you. I didn't have nobody telling me that. I didn't have anybody telling me what app to use. Hey, use CapCut for this. Hey, use this for this. Use this. Post this. Post this. This is what they like. I didn't have anybody doing that. Now we cut this learning curve down for you because you don't need to figure it out on your own. Here's another thing. YouTube University will tell you everything you need to know. If you want to know how to add a caption to a video, guess what you do? Instead of waiting for somebody else to tell you, you go to YouTube and look it up. That's how you find out. How do I add words to my video? Go to YouTube. Because guess what will happen? Whitney, am I telling the truth? All these videos will come up. And guess what, y'all? And what happens when you do that is you commit it to memory. You commit it to memory. And guess what? It'll be like a 1.5-minute video. It'll be like a 3-minute. And what just I'm often concerned when I see people asking around and you're waiting. Sometimes I won't respond because I want to see just how long you're going to wait when you could have just went over to YouTube and got an answer in like 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 5 seconds. How do I add words to my video? You know when I wanted to learn how to add words to my video? I went to YouTube to figure it out. Because I don't want to wait on anybody. It is so much easier if you just go, because then guess what you can do? Just watch the video over and over and over again. And don't get caught up trying to do these transitions and stuff like that. All you do is do a simple video, a short one. Find some content that TikTok suggests that you post by going to the Creator Search Insights. We're not going to talk about, I'm not going to teach on that tonight. I've already taught on that. And go and do it. All right? So if you're afraid of posting, you got to post how many days straight? I want to see it in the comments. 100. 100. And now let me help you. Put your question in the comments, please. I can't stop. It's a masterclass. Let me help you with something. We're in a 10K walk right now. 10K steps a day. Wouldn't it be real easy to post the 10K? I'm doing the 10,000 step challenge. Like, you don't even have to think right now. All you have to do is take people on a journey with you. Does this make sense? I'm committed to, while I'm walking these 10,000 steps for 100 days, I'm also committing to detoxing and cutting out whatever. Doesn't it make sense that you don't even have to think about any kind of content you might want or need right now when we've already given you the play? We're in a million, like, we got 71 people on the call. Maybe 12 people have posted about the 1 million mission. Why? I'm not mad. I'm just not understanding. If you're trying to figure out, you're supposed to just do what you see. Maybe 15. You did it one time. And then that's it. Do you know why people go to Popeyes, even though there's like 57 man-made ingredients in their chicken sandwich? I just had to throw that one in there. I just watched the video on it. That's why. Do you know why people go to Popeyes and McDonald's and all those places? Because they post these, Vaughn, how you doing, Vaughn? They post these commercials all day, every day. How many of y'all want a selfie stick? Because you keep seeing it come up on. How many of y'all, you think about it. Everything we see is because it is downloaded, it's being programmed into our brain. And why is it? So you post something one time, and because you didn't get any hits off of it, the one time you stop posting. When I just told you when I opened up this training that 2 of the people that became customers of mine today have been looking for 10 months. Now, if I had posted one time, would they be my customers today? No. And nothing changed. Tracy, nothing changed. The packaging didn't change. The product didn't change. I didn't post that it was a new product, even though we're going to talk about that in a minute. All right, let me hurry up. If you are afraid of networking events, you are to go to 10 networking events in 1 month. 10. Some of your problem is you don't go networking anywhere, ever. Ever. How do you find networking events? Facebook, Eventbrite. There's an app that we used to use. Gosh, if it come back to my memory, it's not a dating app, but there's a portion. So it's a dating portion on the app, but there's also like a networking portion on that app, and not Bumble. It'll come back to me. But Bumble, there it is. Bumble has a part on there that's just for networking. Of course, you never go meet anybody in private. It's always out in public, but you don't even need Bumble with the way that there's stuff all over social media. If you would get into some groups that are of people in your area, you would have stuff to do. Because there was a group of women that met up at the skating ring tonight, y'all, and they looked like punk rock. Like they had on, like they all came dressed like in this, what's that, the 80s? Was that the 80s? Yeah, looking like Cyndi Lauper and stuff. It was cute. And I was like, oh, they must be a group. But I was focused on studying. So even though I was at the skating ring, I had my earphones in my ears and I was studying. So I didn't want to I knew if I had to start talking to them, I would have got nothing done. So I didn't start. I had the purpose to not talk to them. But there are groups in your area. You have to get out and go meet people. They will eventually ask, well, what do you do? Do you understand? All right. So if you're afraid of networking, 10 of them in a month. You go find events to go to, even if it's just a few people. Go and find events, and you get close to the person that talks the most. The person that talks the most has the most influence. All right? Then, if you are afraid of cold messaging, here we go. If you're afraid of doing them 30 and 7, send 500 messages, and I bet you won't, not $500 at one time. Not $500 one time. Don't do that. Don't do what me, Rosalind, and Tanisha did. Almost like to drive us crazy. Don't do it all at one time. But what I'm saying is the fear will go away when you send 500 messages. There are people that cold message me all day, every day. Hello, can I look at your account and help you to get more followers? No, I look like I'm doing pretty good on my own, bruh. And don't ever do that. Don't ever pay for followers. It'll mess your account up. Don't do it. You can pay for ads, but don't pay for followers. We'll talk about that on another training, okay? Action equals practice equals confidence. Write it down again. I want you to keep writing it in your notes, because when we get off of this training, the goal is for you to know that you have to go into action, which will then make you better with practice, and then confident. Tennille, you have to get out. And you go into action. And so here's the deal. Even if you're a person who doesn't want to go out a lot, you go to work and that's it. You come back home, you got a lot that's taken care of at home, I understand, right? Then you got to get loud on social media. Or at least you got to get active, where there's something consistent happening, but you do realize that takes a while before that turns around. That's not something that's going to turn around for you immediately. But what it will do is it will be the start. You got to plant the seed. All right, y'all? So content formulas. Content formulas. I'm going to give you 6 of them. 1, you want to mention a painful problem. What is a painful problem? Well, I remember posting a picture of myself bent over putting my shoe on. And if you remember when I posted that, when I turned 50, my photographer had caught a picture of me fastening my shoe. And I posted it and I said, some of y'all may not understand how I'm feeling about the fact that my photographer caught this picture. I said, because there was a time that I could not fasten my own shoe. So what is the painful problem? The painful problem is that I was so big that I couldn't fasten my own shoe. Now, then I want to, number 2, after mentioning the painful problem, so you know it's all about storytelling. Facts tell, but stories sell. Write that down. So I mentioned the painful problem, and then I want to criticize the common solution. What is the common solution? Oh, I'm sure that, people say that I could have just eaten X amount of. Right. It is a human nature for people to move away from pain. We run from pain. Ain't nobody running to pain. All right. Oh, I'm certain that I could have just eaten 8 servings of vegetables every single day. And I could have X, when you're 300 pounds, ain't nobody trying to think about exercise. Like you just can't even, you're in pain. You're ashamed. You don't want people to see you moving a certain kind of way. Come on, let's be honest. So that is the pain. The painful problem is I know what it feels like to be 300 pounds and I didn't want to go to the gym. I was ashamed. I was ashamed of what I was going to look like at the gym, that I probably couldn't keep up with all the other people at the gym. You understand what I'm saying? You're mentioning the painful problem, but you criticize the common solution. What's the common solution? The common solution is just diet and exercise, right? And I know that that's, diet and, but and yes, do I feel that diet and exercise is important? Do I want to mention that? Yes. But I know for me, I'm agitating the problem more. For me, I don't know about y'all, but when you didn't even have, I didn't have workout clothes. I didn't have this. I looked at me. I was scared. I was ashamed. I'm agitating the problem more. I didn't have a buddy to go with. I didn't know how to use the machines. I was too ashamed to ask. I was too afraid to ask. Agitate the problem even more, right? Then you present your better solution. Well, what's the better solution? Well, my better solution was I started a detox regimen. And after starting this detox regimen, I lost blank pounds. I was able, the inflammation in my legs went down. I was no longer in pain. I no longer had migraine headaches. I was able to, so let's just say somebody that doesn't have a lot of weight to lose, right? Who's talking about their menstruation and how they used to have really, really painful menstruation and cramping and blah, 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 blah. And now that I'm using this blah, 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 I am no longer having those monthly pains. When we did the call, when I did the call with Mr. Money, I'm in my, I forgot how old he said he was, maybe 60, he said, right? And at that point of life, I was concerned about fulfilling my husbandly duties with my wife. I didn't want to be on the other thing, the other pill. I didn't want my whole world to go south. Some of y'all understand what I'm saying. Started taking this epic tea, I would even say I started taking an all natural capsule. Don't say epic tea. I started taking an all natural capsule and it put the lead back in my pencil. Or whatever. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You got to mention the painful problem, criticize the common solution, which is the doctor said, blah, 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 that I would just have to, most doctors will say, well, it's just a part of life, a part of aging. Criticize the common solution, agitate the problem more. I didn't want to lose my manhood. Come on, I know I'm teaching tonight good. And I'm so grateful. I started taking this all natural capsule that has no side effects. Not only did it put my lead back in my pencil, but my pressure is better. My da-da-da-da-da. Now I'm selling the product. I'm selling the product. And what's the now? If you want your manhood back, here's the call to action. If you want your manhood back, if you want to please your mate, if you want to not have to be on shots and injections and da-da-da-da-da, if you want to, you understand what I'm saying? Put your lead back in your pencil. If you want to da-da-da-da-da, then you need to text Epic T. Now that's where you say text that. They don't know what epic in the letter T is, right? Text Epic T to blah, 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 blah. Y'all see how I just painted the picture? Y'all, all of life is sales. You just got to know how to do it good. Just got to know how to do it good. Is this helping anybody? I hope this is helping somebody, all right? So we get ignored and rejected so many times. We will get ignored and rejected so many times. You will get numb to it. Just numb, right? Problem, agitate, solution, pass, all right? We are going to get numb to it. Listen to what I'm saying. You got to stop taking it personal when people say no. There's a good book, and I should have dug it out. Y'all know my bookshelves are just getting crazy, right? And I keep giving books away, and I got a shelf upstairs and everything. But in here somewhere, maybe it's upstairs, I don't know. Go for no. Go for no. If you are afraid of the no's, you need to read a book called Go for No. Because network marketing, you guys, it's two things. It's numerical and it's psychological. So why do we keep saying tell these stories? Because you got to psychologically mention a painful problem, criticize the common solution, agitate the problem more, meaning when I mean pour salt in it. Open the wound up and then pour salt in it, pour alcohol in it. And the reason why, Sandra, we can pour alcohol in the wound, Tennille, is because we can heal it too. We can heal it. So I understand that your man, that perhaps this was, now women, we can't talk about men's manhood that way. Another man, Chris, Paul, Trey, Ray Dunn, Sean Bell, Barry Allen, they can talk about Jack Libenau, Harden, Vaughn, our newest gentleman on our team. They can talk about Travis. All of them can talk about it the way I just said. We cannot talk about get your lead back and your pencils and we can't do that because the men gonna be mad at us. Because men already don't want to admit that they might have a problem in that area. All right, everybody understand what I'm saying? Okay, men don't want to admit that. So because they don't want to admit that, and Pastor Peterson, he can talk about it. They can post something about the manliness and the manhood, and they can post that, and they can agitate that problem more. We cannot in that way, and not in that way. All right, y'all, we gotta be a little more sensitive because we can't come at a man. All right, so if it happens once, it hurts. But if it happens 500 times, if you get a no 500 times, y'all, guess what? It's just data. It's just data that you can use to improve. Make more attempts, take more losses, learn more lessons, and eventually you will enjoy more wins. All right? Take more losses, learn more lessons, and eventually you will do what? Enjoy more wins. Action, practice, confidence. Write it again. Action, practice, confidence. I'm going to say this. Every wealthy person, because we're almost done, I got to hurry up. Every wealthy person that I know asks for what they want with zero shame, zero insecurity, or zero hesitation. They're very confident. But do you know why they're very confident? Do you know that Walt Disney went to 301 banks before he got a yes? He was rejected for Monica 301 times before he got a yes. Duncan Hines, the creator of Duncan Hines Cake Batter, Henrietta, was 72. Did y'all know that? 72. So Susan, we not old, we're just getting started. Colonel Sanders was 66, Sangina, 66, when he was going door to door trying to sell his chicken recipe. 66. And we're thinking that we're too old for this? No, There's a woman named Babs. Y'all, she's a grandma. And Babs is on social media giving all kind of the stuff that y'all should be doing. She giving all kind of tips like how to make a mosquito repellent out of cinnamon sticks and water. Put it in a spray bottle, and mosquitoes don't like the way that the cinnamon sticks smell. And she gives you all kind of practical advice. Here's how to clean your grill. Here's how to do X, Y, and Z. Here's how to do blah, 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 blah. Y'all, who on here make a good sweet potato pie? Who on here make a good sweet potato pie? I want to know. Put it in the comments. Because you're going to make me one. If you go on and if you say you make a good, I'm going to be the taste tester. I'm going to tell you if it's a good sweet potato pie or not. Okay. Somebody came to my house, y'all, because y'all know I can cook. And he was like, I make the best sweet potato pies. He brought like 6 of them. They all went in the trash. I put them in the freezer, wrapped up, all pretty Genesis. And Paul was like, why are you taking up all that space in the freezer? You know, ain't nobody going to eat them. They was awful. So I would be the taste tester. Okay, so if you know that you make a good sweet potato pie, right? You know the holidays are coming up, right? You might as well say it's Christmas already. No, I'm so for real right now. Halloween stuff been out for a month. Why aren't you now getting people ready for holiday cooking with your adding value? You got to give the tips. If you make good sweet potato pies, and then maybe you can find people in your area. I'm giving y'all $1,000,000 tip right now. Oh my goodness. This one, the Holy Spirit just gave me this one. So let's just say you make good. Anybody in this area? Hey, anybody live in this area that think they make a good sweet potato pie? Can we have a bake off? Who do you know? Tag somebody if you know somebody in my area and put your area up. Who do you know in this area? Let's get together and let's do a sweet potato pie bake off. Or y'all see what I'm saying? Like a shortbread cookie. Look, I don't even know because I don't make shortbread cookie bake off or chocolate chip, whatever the case may be. You gotta do some things that are now networking. Because after they eat all that sweet potato pie, they're gonna need your detox. Okay. Let me just go ahead and finish because y'all don't want to hear what I'm saying. No, y'all don't want to hear what I'm saying. See, I'm trying to help you sell your product, but you think you're selling this, and you're not selling this. This is not what you're selling, even though this is what we're selling. This is not what we're selling. We're selling if you're not in pain anymore, you're selling that. And I will be telling that story over and 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 over again. You would be so sick of me if y'all know how much I was talking about that sciatica pain. Let me start. Okay. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to go back to talking about my side. I don't even have it. I've been pain-free since last May. I'm going to start talking about it every day again. Watch what happens. You know how much CBD we were selling? Tedra. How much CBD combos we were selling, and they 100 volume. All right. So here's what you got to understand. Train yourself. So here, let me go back. Action, practice, confidence. Every wealthy person I know asks for what they want. They're not, no hesitation, right? Train yourself to do the same. Send the dang DMs. Send the messages. Send your 30 and 7s. Don't stop. Stop taking your foot off the gas. Send the emails. Set up meetings. Network consistently, right? Why are you not going live and doing your reels? Because you think it's got to be perfect. And perfectionism kills more dreams than actual failures ever will. You will never be perfect. You will never feel 100% ready to start. You will never be a finished product. The closest you can get to it is being imperfect, but showing up. Do you know, I was awful. The year that I was pregnant with my son, I was like terrible in gym that year. Of course I was pregnant, but I passed because I showed up. Some of y'all gonna catch that. Do you know sometimes just showing up, you might hear the one thing that you're like, it's almost like you feel like the angels are singing above you, like, because you'll hear this one thing and you're like, dang, I heard this over and over and over again. But for some reason tonight, when Nina said that, I heard it. I actually heard it this time. See, Demisha, only thing that changed as to why you're now enrolling people is because you believe that you can. And you stopped being worried about the no. You were taking the no personal, like it was about you. They were saying no to you. They weren't saying no to you. And once you take your emotions out of it, right, you are unstoppable. When you don't have a feeling, because no, you want to write this down in your papers, no never means no. It never means no, which is why you got to keep going for no. Go for the no. Ryan, you were afraid to ask, and then you stopped being afraid to ask. I'm going to ask you, and you'll go from asking for the $25 sale to the $40 sale. Then you go from the $40 sale to the $99 sale. And then you'll go from the $99 sale to the $249 pack. And you'll keep building your belief, and it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Because you're placing limitations on what people will do based on your own limitations. They're your perceived limitations. So the closest you can get to it is being imperfect, but showing up and doing your best anyway. If you can do that, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot lose. So don't be weak. And I'm almost done. Don't be weak. I want you to learn to change some of your verbiage, and I'm going to give you some examples of what I mean. We got to have strong, powerful postured verbiage. So we know we had a drink to shrink, instant drink to shrink back order. Yes, it was awful for all of us. We all felt it. I was mad. All right, all of us were, because we would have probably tripled our orders had we known it was coming. Nobody knew, and it wasn't even Be Epic's fault, y'all. And then when the company shipped the products, they shipped it to the wrong state. Like literally, they should have been had the product, but it's been like a nightmare. So there are already other pallets ordered, even though ours just got there the other day. The next pallet is coming in on Wednesday. The other and they're increasing the amounts that they order at one time. We all went through it, all of us. But instead of me saying sorry for the delay, which is a weak response, let me tell you what's stronger. Thank you for your patience. And I think Moana is on here, and I even said it to her. So now I don't know anything about the greens yet. Let's get the instant tea in and shipped out first. Then I'm gonna tackle that one, right? Because I need to know. That's the next one. All right. So, and I said to her, hey, the products did arrive, so that it affected the auto ships and everything, right? That they did run, but nothing shipped. And I said to her, the product did come in. We found out it came in the other day, and all orders will go out on Monday. So they're probably working all weekend long to get all that backlog out, right? And then I said, thank you so much for your patience. Because that's a stronger, powerful statement versus sorry for the delay. When you say sorry, it weakens immediately. That word weakens who you are. When you say thank you for your patience, and not that I use this strategy on her, but I'm just saying, like, that's the way I talk. It just goes to show that all of these are strategies, but that's actually just the way that I talk, because I've been doing this for a long time. Sorry is a sorry word. But thank you for your patience. Do you see how that shifts it? It shifts it for the client. Change your verbiage. Instead of saying, just wanted to, change that to whatever you want to do. What do you want to do? You got to start making people take accountability for what they want, right? Don't ask the question, well, what works for you? Instead, say, does the $199 package work for you? Don't leave these open-ended, because if you give people too much of a choice, they'll say, well, I'll just take the $40 pack. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hey, does the $149, does the $159, does the $194.95 pack work for you? And oftentimes, I don't even talk in dollars. I'll say, would you like the Ultra Pack? That is our candy, our detox, and a month supply of our capsules. That's our Ultra Pack. That's how I talk. I don't talk in numbers, because people automatically have a rejection. They go into like a reject mode, okay? That's right, we flipped the script. Very good, Susan, right? So weak wording signals weakness, while strong wording does the opposite. Also, remember, if you just are like, when am I going to get lucky? When can I get lucky? Because some people really believe that it's just luck. All I'm going to say to that is be consistent. Here are the most powerful marketing words, and then we are done. These are the most powerful marketing words that you should be using in your post, in your captions, all right? The word now. The word now creates urgency. Now creates urgency. The word new makes it seem fresh. The word new makes it seem fresh. Now creates urgency. New makes it seem fresh. The word because appeals to other people, because, believe it or not. So now you know the psychology behind these words. The word you means you're talking directly to your customer, whomever the customer is. If you are ready to change your life, if you are ready to beat the battle of the bulge, if you are ready to lose 5 pounds in 5 days, do it now. You see the difference in that language? I'm talking to you and I'm telling you to do it now. The word free. Free is a powerful marketing word. Why? Because duh, who doesn't like free? Duh, free. Free, and it could be free. Like it doesn't have to be, and it doesn't have to be product always. It could be, and I'm giving you now. Let me tell y'all something about marketing. People be asking me, well, we have that special. No, it's just marketing. So I'm never. Let me explain something to y'all. I ain't never gonna sell B cardio at 50% off. But if I buy a $94.95 pack of B cardio, does anybody see where I'm going? Does anybody see where I'm going? So if I'm buying a $94.95 pack and I say it's 50% off, is it really, see, you know, here's the problem. Y'all trying to charge too much for these products. And sometimes in the free, you're simply just marketing it that way, that they're getting 50% off. They're not getting 50% off. But you only paid 49, 50, whatever, not even $50. If you got 2 bags for $94.95, hello. So tonight until midnight, it's 50% off. I still charge them $75, but I gave them free shipping. Does anybody understand this? And y'all, please, if you sell products to another teammate, you don't upcharge your teammate. If you bought 2 bags of instant drink to shrink, what is it, $94 right now? Don't charge them $100 for a bag of tea. That's not even ethical. We are same team. Same team. You're not trying to get a profit from your teammate. And I keep telling y'all not wanting to sell these products, they sitting on your shelves with an expiration date. So you not making any money off of them. They're sitting there, but you don't want to sell them. Well, I don't know how much I paid for them. What are you talking about? Make something off of them, because on your shelf, they're not making you anything. But we're on a team together. You don't upsell your teammates. Please don't do that. We don't do that to each other. All right, y'all, don't do that. We make sure we take care of each other. We don't ever upsell our teammates. Upsell is for the upsell retail prices for your customers, okay? All right, so now, because you free, fast acting. Our products are fast acting, which is why we always want to talk about the immediate gratification. Fast. Deliver an outcome quickly, right? Easy. Easy is a lower energy investment. If it is easy to eat candy and drink juice and you can lose weight, now here's the deal. Y'all know people are looking at you like, well, why you ain't lost no weight? Well, then that means that y'all need to lose some weight, right? Then y'all need to show people that the products work. I keep telling you, we can't outwork a bad diet. So a lot of it is here. It ain't the products don't work. We have to change the way we eat. I'm not going on that because I could be on that all night. Results. We prove that we can deliver results. You got to use these words often. Results, easy, fast, free, you, because, new, now. Use those words, all right? And here's the last 2 things I want to talk about. Offer your existing clients finder's fee. Hey, listen, I want to give you a referral fee. Offer it to them. If you get me, if you let's just say that you've got a client that bought the combo, the CBD combo, right? We know that's you're gonna make you're gonna make $50 off of that combo, $55 actually, because well, wait a minute. So here's the deal: customers can't buy the CBD combo; they gotta buy it from us. So I will tell you, I do sell my CBD combo for at least $125. At least. That is the minimum. All right? For $125. But that's where I'm at. But there are a lot of times where I will sell it for $100 to move the product. I'll sell it for what I got it for, right? But here's what you got to understand. So if you say to somebody, hey, listen, do you know anybody else that's in pain like you? And they say yes, you can say to them, I'll give you $10 off of your purchase for every person that buys the combo from me. So let's just say that they go and get you 5 people that buy a combo, then they get a $50 credit. Does that make sense? You don't give them $50, you give them $50 towards products. You can also create a frequent customer card, but you don't even have to create it. Let me show y'all something. You can go right to Amazon and type it in. I went and found it for you. Go to Amazon and you want to type in, or I can send you the link. It's called Client Profile Cards. And then you can do this enter to win, hole punch. Where they at? Where did the card go? Did I delete it out my thing? Or maybe I took a picture of it. Here we go. So you can do this kind of a card where you give it to your clients, right? And it's their you can punch a hole in it. I get it at my nail salon. Every time I go, they stamp my card according to how much I spend. Well, what you can do is you can go right to Amazon and you can get these where you actually mark it off every time they shop. And you can get these instead of raffle tickets if you want to have people fill these out. And then these will be your leads when you leave your vending events. Those are also in Amazon. And then I found these client profile cards. They're 4x6 cards where you can now keep track of your clients, their birthdays, everything right through here, because you'll have their address and all kind of what they use. You can write some of their results in here and keep notes on your clients. So why not now offer your clients finder's fee or referrals fees and create a program for your customers that's their frequent shopper program so that they feel like they're getting something. This is just good customer service. Yeah, I'll put the links in the page. I'll put the links of everything in the page when we get done. Remember this, skills will get you to the door. Skills will get you to the door, but relationships will push you through the door. Skills will get you to the door, but relationships will push you through the door. I'm done, you guys. I went 18 minutes past my time. I'm not sorry. And so listen, for all of you that are brand new to the team, please make sure in the Dream Team 2.0 page, please go through the featured section, right? Our calendar is always there. We've got tons of information. Most of you have been tagged to the getting started video. I can actually stop recording now. If I could ever find a button now, it's just not there anymore. See, it's up here now.